everybody, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to another video of one tool a week, guy. If you're new to the channel, we take a look at tools every week. So if you love tools, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So with that being said, what is it that we're going to be doing this week? Well, this week we are going to be adding to our safety tool bag right here. So what is it that we're going to be adding? Well, if you ask me, your hands take a lot of beating in the industry, so one thing that is very handy is going to be gloves. Now, what type of gloves? It all varies what trade you're in, what you're doing. They all have different purposes, so let's jump into it with a couple gloves that I myself use a lot. So, of course, I do use these, which they will be coming up, but let's go ahead, and the first set's going to be some of these right here. So I go ahead and use these Ravens Nitrile gloves a whole lot. This is a brand new box. They're gonna come in a pack of hundreds. They're gonna be powder free, and like I said, they're gonna be nitrate, so that means they're gonna be latex free. There is some people out there that are allergic to latex, and this is a great alternative. So of course, the purpose of these are gonna be multi-purpose, so you're gonna be able to use it for the plumbing industry, sanitizing, healthcare, painting, automobile. If you don't want to get any oil on yourself or there's oil all over, go ahead and use these. And also for chemical handling. Now, a little quick tip, my wife uses these to dye her hair sometimes, which come in handy if your wife dyes her hair or other chemicals cleaning around the house. These babies are gonna come in handy as far as having them around. So this is gonna be one set. Like I said, they're real disposable. It's a pack of 100, so it's 50 pairs. So all you do is just take them off and throw them away. Sometimes I go ahead and put them on top of my Maxiflex right here and go ahead and work on that if I don't want to get those gloves dirty. So that's gonna be one set, guys. Let me go ahead and throw that in the bag. Another set, in case I forgot to mention, they're gonna be 6 mil, so they're not the thickest gloves, but they're still gonna hold their strength right there. Another item that I go ahead and use, sometimes I wear it on top of my other the Ravens. It's gonna be the Lift Nitrile, which is also gonna be a nitrile glove right here. Let me go ahead and open this baby, and it's going to be extra thick nitrile gloves, which these babies are gonna be 15 mil right there, as you can see, and they're gonna be great for any punctures or, like I said, sanitizing. Still, sometimes I double glove a Raven underneath and some of these nitrile gloves on top, and go ahead, they're going to be 12 inches long, which protect you even further up. Sometimes you're going to be wearing tie-back suits depending on what you're doing, any biohazard work or stuff like that. It's great to tape it around with maybe some duct tape or whatever helps you, or whatever OSHA requires you to be doing. Now these are going to be a pack of 50, so it's going to be 25 pairs of gloves, and you're going to be able to find them only on the Lift website. I was able to find, I don't know if your dealer or wherever supply house you go sells them. On the Lift website, I was able to find them for $14.90. Of course, they're going to be the nitrile gloves also. That way, if you're latex free. Now, if you aren't allergic to latex, they do sell them in latex also. And those puppies are going to run you for about $10.99. Now, the purpose of all these disposable gloves, of course, you're not going to reuse them. It's going to be something that you use once, take them off, that way you don't contaminate anything, and go ahead and throw them away. So as far as sanitizing, you got to make sure sometimes you come home, if you have kids, wife, whatever the case is, you don't want to infect or spread anything that you might have used those gloves on. So go ahead and throw them away. Plumbers, pipe fitters, you're gonna probably be using disposable gloves a whole lot. As far as sewer, or I hope you're using them. It all depends what kind of plumber you are. So next item, it's going to be the Maxiflex, and these are the gloves. Of course, if you watch my channel, these are probably the most comfortable gloves I've ever run into. For one, I'm still able to, maybe I'm placing hangers, I'm still able to work with the nuts and washers, able to get them on there instead of having some thick gloves. They're also going to be great breathable gloves, and they're gonna have excellent grip. Now, as far as this black lining right here, it's also gonna be a nitro coating right here, so it's gonna allow you for a texture right here, that way you have more grip, and it's also gonna have protection as far as anything jumps off. It's not gonna protect you too much, but it is better than anything. Like I said, your hands are very valuable in the trades. You use them a lot. Go ahead and protect them. So of course these are going to be the M's, and I'm sorry I forgot to mention the Ravens on Amazon are the box of 100 are going to run you for about $12.20, and the Lift Nitflex, I already said, they're going to be about $14.90. Now a three pair of these babies in large are going to set you back $13.28, which isn't bad. Like I said, they last you a good while depending on what you're doing. As soon as you cut them, maybe you'll have a couple more uses out of them and go ahead and swap them out. So these puppies are also going to go in our safety bag. So if you're running conduit, anything like that, threading, they work great. Next item is going to be our regular Gardmore Supply G15SLDKM regular cowhide gloves right here. Now, of course, landscaping, they're gonna work great. These are Gardmore, which is a Lift product, and if you go to the Lift website, they're gonna have them. These puppies, you're able to find them for about 12 pack only, and they're gonna run you about $32.99 for the 12 pack. Now, they're ideal for landscaping, light construction work. Maybe you're working with the shovel. I still use these. Now, I do like to use these puppies whenever I'm turning on maybe some steam valves. They help for the heat, but after a while, the heat, if y'all know anything with heat or steam, these puppies are gonna harden up and they're gonna be so stiff, they're gonna be hard to move. Now, maybe you're working on the shovel or something, they're gonna work great. Also, if you're running maybe some an auger, a rooter, a sewer machine, whatever you want to call it, these babies are gonna work great too, with some latex, because since it's leather, all that water is gonna bleed through. Again, you have contamination going on inside of your gloves. Now, if you're not trying to contaminate something and you're running a sewer snake, rooter, or whatever you want to call it, you're gonna go ahead and want to go with some of these babies. If you've seen any of these gloves right here, these are gonna be the Shu Bee's Ugly Gloves. Why they're called Ugly Gloves? Because they're not the prettiest gloves out in the market, but they do have their purpose for them. So if you run into these and you don't know what they are, more than likely you want to make sure you have some gloves, unless they're brand new latex disposable gloves. Now, these puppies are gonna be thick PVC coating canvas outer shell. As you can tell, it's all PVC coated, and it's going to be waterproof outer shell. So the outside's going to be waterproof. Let me go ahead and open these puppies right here, and the inside, it's going to be protected, but they're going to be comfortable still on the inside. So the purpose for these puppies are going to have PVC chips and also the PVC coating. It's going to allow for the sewer cable or the snake, whatever you want to call it, twist easily through your hands. They do have their purposes. Each little PVC ridger right there, they're all PVC made. Also, the PVC coating and chips help minimize the heat transfer during drain rooting, while instead of the metal embedded ones. So you will run into some metal embedded ones. I believe maybe Rigid sells some, and maybe General Wires sell a couple of them, and those you'll see that they're leather and they have a metal piece that goes right in between them. They have small little kind of like staples, and all it is so your cable doesn't twist up on your gloves, which, like these, if any of y'all have run a sewer or an auger machine, they end up catching in between the cables, and good luck. It's gonna have fun, especially if you're running maybe the 15 mil or the 6 mil gloves. They will catch, guys, and believe me, it's gonna be fun. You'll have some insulation to your blood maybe cut up and have to cut the gloves. So these babies are gonna run you at Amazon for $15.29. Again, these are the Ugly Gloves. If you haven't ran into them and you see them maybe in a gang box or something, that's what these babies are meant for. So of course they're gonna be thick and hard to work with, but again, it's for running a sewer snake or something like that. But last but not least, gentlemen, gloves that I would be using, and if you haven't ran into those, are going to be the Tillman 750 and also the Tillman 850. Now these are going to be great welder's glove if you're stick welding. Now this is going to be, the difference is going to be, one's going to be the Pro Premium and the other one's going to be the Gold Premium welder's gloves. Now these are going to stay soft even when with the high heat temperatures. Now of course, if you notice these puppies right here, my right's cleaner than my left. Of course, I stick well with I grab the stinger with my right side, and my left side's the one doing all the holding or positioning my arm for that purpose. Now, of course, they're going to be 14 inches long for heat protection or sparks, and they're going to be meant for stick welding, high temperatures. Now, of course, these puppies are made from elk skin, which, if you don't know or asking why elk skin, I did not know why it was made out of elk skin till I went to Tillman, and it actually tells you. Now, the elk skin is going to be naturally resistant to oils and moisture and doesn't stiffen as quickly as cowhide. So, again, like I said, with that high temperature, those leather gets hard and it's not as soft as it used to be. Now it's also going to be great comfortable and feeling as far as performance. Now the 750s are going to run you $23.99 for the large, and the 850s gold are going to run you $27.55. Now another pair of gloves that I'm going to go ahead and add those to the safety bag. Another pair of gloves that I myself do not use as much and probably recommend out there, it's going to be for electricians. You might need some arc flashing gloves. Some places require it above 120 volts. If you're in the USA, we use the 120 and above, or sometimes they require it above 480, anything like that. Which, like I said, I myself don't do too much as far as 480 and above, and it depends on where you're at. They're gonna require it. OSHA requires it. I believe, above 120 and above, anything like that, you're required to wear an arc flash suit, arc flash gloves, etc. So, like I said, depending on what you're gonna be using them, those babies are gonna come in handy. So that's gonna conclude my video, guys. We went ahead and added all these little gloves right here to our tool bag as our safety bag, and that's gonna be it, guys. If you have any other questions or comments or stuff you would like to see, make sure you leave your comments below and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching. One tool a week, guy.